Tennessee trailing by 2. First play of the fourth quarter. Casey Clausen and the Vols look at a 3rd and 3 from the 48. Listen to the crowd. Like a white noise.
Movement.
Flag on the far side.
See, the biggest problem the crowd noise presents is twofold. It's communicating any changes or protection calls.
Movement by the offense. 5 yards, still 3rd down.
Communicating any protection changes or audibles to everybody up front. And then also your offensive linemen can't hear the snap count in pass protection. They've got to watch the football. Fred Weary, he's saying, let's go, or he wants to know what the snap count is. And
3rd and 8. Shotgun.
Now Casey will clap on this one. The center knows once he sees the clap, he can snap it.
Low snap, but Clausen controls it. Pressured right, off balance, thrown, completed, but short of the first down. I think. Let's see where the spot comes. Bobby Graham with the catch. It will be 4th down. So now decision time for Philip Fulmer.
Well, this is a silent count. You clap, the center sees, and then he gets in a rhythm and knows he can snap it. The other linemen have to watch the football. And Alex Brown, who has been very quiet, they had him on the other side. Not working on Coleman, but working the opposite side on Offenhusel. And he's able to get a little pressure on Clausen.
Time is called by Tennessee. Back in Gainesville, Tennessee will go for the first down on 4th and 1. Travis Stevens is the deep back in the I. Double tight end set. Now Stallworth moves up on the line, and Witten goes in motion. Play action. Here's Clausen rolling out on the bootleg. He's got a first down.
Crazy legs. He ran the bootleg against Alabama for a score. He ran it against Notre Dame for a score. And he runs it for a huge first down right here. Now everybody's pinching inside for the Gators. They're thinking Travis Stevens for sure. You got to sell the fake, hide the ball, which he does. Everybody pinches inside, and then Casey does the right thing. Just get the first down and get down.
First down comes at the 43. I formation now. 23-21. Clausen out of the backfield. Travis Stevens plants his leg and cuts back to the left and motors down to the 36-yard line where Bam Hartman makes the tackle.
No, that was, I want to go back to that 4th down call because that was a great call by Randy Sanders going the bootleg. The last couple years, they've had a couple short yardage plays that have really hurt them. And the loss in '99, they had a 4th and 3, and Jamal Lewis was stopped with about 3 minutes left. And then last year, they had a 3rd and 1 at the Florida 47 with 2.5 minutes left and got stopped. That time, they got the conversion.
They had a 3-point lead on that play a year ago, and Florida went 91 to win. Here goes Stevens. Travis Stevens chased by Johnson. Knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Just a great cut by Travis Stevens. He hits this thing inside. He puts his left foot in the ground and makes a great cut to the outside. Now watch this cut by Travis Stevens. It's to the left again, behind Weary. Now watch. He's going to plant his left foot and cut it back outside. Good job blocking on the backside, sealing off the defenders, but an excellent cut and good vision by Travis Stevens. Jason Witten, the tight end, with a big block on the play.
That one a 34-yard gain. Stevens with 161 yards.
This would be a good place to throw right here for Casey Clausen. First down.
Hands it off instead. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jabari Davis. And the Volunteers fight back to reclaim the lead.
Jabari Davis, the true freshman out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, Tucker High School, 6 foot, 230 pounds, and watch him go airborne. The big back, and again, the good push on the left side. When Tennessee wants to run the ball, they run it to the left.
And the Volunteers have opted to go for 2 with a 4-point lead at 27-23.
I don't understand this. Why go for 2 right now? They're leading by 4, so Florida needs a touchdown anyway. 2 only puts them up by 6, and it's 13 minutes left. I think it's too early to do this.
Stallworth in motion. There's a bad exchange, and the ball recovered.
It was obviously a trick play of some sort. They had Stallworth in motion, and the snap hits him right in the butt. I mean, that's not the way you draw it up. But Tennessee still with a 4-point lead thanks to the Jabari Davis up and over the top.
Previous games, it was 23-21. And now 27-23. That was the score by which Florida defeated Tennessee last year. Casey Clausen, ice cool tonight.
He's managed things, you know, and that when the crowd really got fired up there on that drive, he did a great job of making sure he communicated to all of his players.
Alex Walls with the kickoff. This will be taken by Lito Shepard. And Shepard comes to the right. Out to the 22-yard line. 12:57 to go in the 4th quarter of play, and this is one of those games that has certainly lived up to its billing.
It really has. You know, we've seen both quarterbacks really play well. Rex Grossman, the Heisman candidate, but Casey Clausen, you know, ever since the second half of the LSU game, after John Henderson got after him in the locker room, he has played outstanding football, and he has led his team back 4 times this year in the 4th quarter, and trying to do it again today in the most hostile environment he's played in his young career.
On 1st down and 10, Grossman and the Gators trail by 4. Play fake. Grossman gets a good block, drills it out. Caught. And Riche Caldwell circles out of trouble and is knocked out of bounds. It looked like it was going to be intercepted.
Well, it was intercepted. I mean, Teddy Gaines had this football. And how he dropped it, or how it bounced out, and that's the second time now in the second half that Tennessee had interceptions and couldn't capitalize. Watch Teddy Gaines cut right in front of this throw. He's in perfect position, and it gets into his shoulder pads and bounces out, and Caldwell with the concentration. But you don't get these opportunities very often, and twice now in the second half, Tennessee had opportunities to intercept Grossman and couldn't come away with the ball.
That's a gain of 22. 1st down is Gillespie. Scoots through right guard out near the 50-yard line. Tackled at the 48. Sunday on 60 Minutes. Remember when only artists drew profiles? Now law enforcement officers draw them too. Is that a good thing? Well, it depends. That's Sunday on 60 Minutes. 2nd down 6. 12:20 to go in this one. 2nd-ranked Florida at home against 4th-ranked Tennessee.
Teddy Gaines, yeah, he needs to forget that play and still play defense. Here he is up here. He's got to get that one out of his head because he's on Jabbar Gaffney right now.
And that's the direction that Grossman will go. Gaffney, 1st down inside the 30.
Well, this was not man-to-man. This was zone defense. And Tennessee only rushed 4. It was picked up well by the Florida offensive line, but watch, Teddy Gaines is just going to turn over Gaffney to the safety. He rides him, and then he turns him over. And Gaffney finds the hole in the middle of the defense. Good read by Rex Grossman.
And for the 10th time in 11 games, Rex Grossman has surpassed 300 yards. 312 is total for the night at this point. Caldwell is in motion. There's play action against. Grossman is going to be caught. Fumble!
That's going to be a fumble.
Yes! No!
Oh, they're calling him down.
Al Ford ruled him down.
Now, this is a bad decision by Rex Grossman. He doesn't make many, but sometimes you just got to give the other team credit. They beat you. They made a play. They're ruling him down, or that his momentum stopped. I don't know that his knee's down. Two times tonight, Rex Grossman has gotten away with a bad decision of not protecting the football.
Second down and 20. Grossman is back across the middle. That little outlet pass to the 35-yard line. The catch made by Gillespie again. That's going to leave 3rd and 15. Let's go back and check this play again.
Yeah, well, his knee was not down, but they ruled that his momentum had stopped because they called it a sack.
Sometimes this is a subjective sport.
Yeah, it wasn't an incomplete pass. It was ruled a sack. But the bottom line is Tennessee and Philip Fulmer's defense has gotten after Rex Grossman. And that's exactly what he said they were going to do.
Florida has called time.
And they only have 1 left.
3rd and 15. Take another look. Was he stopped or was he not? Back in Gainesville, where the Gators face 3rd and 15 from the Tennessee 36. Grossman with an empty backfield. 3 receivers wide right, 2 off to the left. Here's the toss left side, and he overthrows Gillespie. And during the timeout, Al Ford was getting an earful from Philip Fulmer.
Well, really, he deserves to get an earful because I think there were 2 plays that have both gone against. The call went against Tennessee. In one case, it should have been a lateral, I think. In that case, it should have been a fumble and not a sack. But Philip Fulmer's defense comes through again on 3rd and long.
So now they're going to call on Jeff Chandler for a 52-yard field goal. His career long is 54. Here's Brian Stone putting it down, and Chandler knocks it way downfield and right through the uprights. That one had more than enough. We'll be right back.
Is the Jets' unsung hero having an MVP season? Plus, what's up with Peyton Manning? Sunday on CBS.
10:30 to go, 4th quarter. Tennessee up by 1 in this battle that has taken place on a teeter-totter before more than 85,000 at the Swamp in Gainesville. Here's the kick. Short. Scott gets it at the 11 and goes right down at the 22-yard line. Leonard Scott. And let's go down to Jill Arrington.
Well, this is the last home game for the Florida seniors, and therefore their last game here in the Swamp. And it's been a long, tough road for some of them. They're excited about today's game. Jeff Chandler, he fought the NCAA for eligibility to play another year. Andre Davis battled back from a tough injury. Alex Brown, he could have gone to the NFL last year for the big bucks, but decided to stay at Florida to try for a national championship team. And Zach Zadelis came back for his 6th year, and he's had an injury-plagued career. They'd like nothing better than a victory today.
All right, Jill, they trail by 1 right now at home. Tennessee, Casey Clausen, Travis Stevens, who's had a wonderful game, and he amplifies that statement by breaking Gus Scott's tackle. And here goes Stevens. Amazing. 68 yards.
He's not big, but he is tough, and he runs hard. But just the blocking downfield, again to the left. The blocking by the left side. Weary and Coleman, the fullback Bartholomew, and then busted tackle. Ran right through the tackle of Gus Scott, one of the best players on this Florida defense.
On a rainy night in September, he gained 206 against Arkansas. He's got 227 now. First down and goal, Tennessee. Stevens, that's Jabari Davis, number 31. Travis Stevens gets a well-deserved rest.
I talked about which front 7 would be able to dictate the flow of the game, and you would know that by who stopped the run and who pressured the quarterback. And so far, Tennessee, their defensive front 7 has fared much better than the Florida front 7. They haven't stopped Travis Stevens, and they haven't pressured Casey Clausen all night.
Second and goal from the 5. Bartholomew, the fullback, Jabari Davis is the deep back in the eye. He gets the handoff, follows Bartholomew's block, and struggles down to the 1-yard line. Andre Davis makes the tackle. Well, Phil Fulmer told Jill Arrington when he came out of the locker room, they haven't stopped us
That's
yet.
right. The turnover is really the only thing that has stopped the Tennessee offense.
And 10 out of the last 11 years, the team that has rushed for more yards has won.
They're going to run. They better run left. That's the place where they've had their success.
Bartholomew in motion. They go right. They've got a touchdown.
I know nothing.
But I still listen to you very closely.
That is Tennessee football. The big run by Travis Stevens. They get inside, and they power it down there with their big back, Jabari Davis. Fleming with the lead block. Nice block by Fleming on Andre Davis. And Jabari Davis in for the end zone.
It was set up by Travis Stevens, 68-yard scamper. Alex Walls with the extra point. The Tennessee Volunteers jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Fell behind at the half by 6. They've reclaimed the edge by 8. Now let's take a look at the CBS Sportsline stat of the game. Rushing yards, Tennessee with 251, Florida with 21. For complete college football coverage, go to cbs.sportsline.com or AOL keyword CBS Sportsline.
No, that's been one of the telling statistics in this series, except for last year. Since 1990, the team that won the rushing battle won the game. Last year, Tennessee outrushed Florida 203-39, but still found a way to lose the game.
Here's the kick from Walls. Lito Shepherd drifts over, stays inbounds, and here comes the counter punch. He's got some room out to the 41-yard line. Alex Walls, the kicker, made the tackle.
Well, they pretty much kicked it deep and kept it away from Lito until this one. And Shepherd does a nice job of knowing where the sideline is when he fielded the kick, and there's no white jerseys around him. It was a low line drive kick. And good field position for Florida, who, by the way, only trails by 8.
And recall, if you will, that here's the handoff to Riche Caldwell. Fights his way out to the 50-yard line.
I think Riche made that decision on his own. I think it was supposed to be a double reverse, and he saw the defense had it and kept it on his own.
I think it might have, there's a flag down now.
They may not have had the right number of guys on the line of scrimmage again.
Spurrier sending Taylor Jacobs in with a call. And here's Al Ford.
Offense had 7 men on the line of scrimmage, no penalty. Second down.
They did.
Well, let's go back to that decision to go for 2 points.
Yeah, not the last touchdown, but the one before. And it was a mix-up on the snap count. It hit Dante Stallworth. They didn't even get the play off. But had they kicked the extra point there and gone up by 5, they would now find themselves up by 9 instead of 8. And in that case, Florida would have had to score twice to take the lead instead of now just a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
2nd and 1, Grossman hit as he lets it go again. He's got Jacobs. Good downfield coverage, and Rex Grossman was hammered.
John Henderson, he's been quiet. He's been moving around. They've been doing a pretty good job of containing last year's Outland Trophy winner, but this time right in the face of Rex Grossman. And that is a big man to have barreling down at you. 6'7", 290. And take a look. Which front 7 has had the better of it today? I'd say Tennessee. Look at that. Only 28 yards rushing they've allowed. And look at the quarterback pressure. 28-4 and 0 sacks for the Florida defense.
3rd and 1 at the 49. Quick set up, and the pass incomplete to Gaffney. 4th down.
Tennessee was waiting for that. The quick slant, and Tennessee knew it was coming. But Grossman has been under pressure all day. From the very first series, Tennessee has made a decision that they were going to come after Rex Grossman. Philip Fulmer said somebody's band's going to play quick. It wasn't the Florida band because Tennessee got after him early, and they've stayed with the same philosophy.
And now Florida looks at a 4th and 1.
Well, and there's a lot of time left. I mean, Steve is going to go for this, but there's 7 minutes and 30 seconds left, and he's only down by 8.
Movement. Yeah. The tight end on the left side.
Now he's going to punt the football.
Aaron Walker.
Now he's going to punt and try to play defense.
And somehow stop Travis Stevens.
Yeah, find a way. Here's the Walker is the moving guy. The tight end's just going to rock back in his stance. There's the movement right there. You realize Tennessee hasn't had to punt tonight.
That's right.
I mean, the only time they've been stopped is when they've stopped themselves with turnovers.
Matt Leach is on to punt for only the 2nd time tonight. He went through 2 games when he had no punts. This one off the side of his foot. Not good. It does take a Florida bounce and will drift inside the 20 and come to a rest at the 15-yard line. 42-yard punt with 7:19 remaining. Well, next Saturday, a college basketball doubleheader for you. Began with top-ranked Duke at Michigan, then North Carolina visits Kentucky. College basketball on the home of the NCAA Basketball Championship.
Now, we showed you those rushing graphics for Tennessee. Coming into the game, Florida, the number 6 team in the country, only giving up 86 yards per game.
Here's Travis Stevens, stuffed this time.
Now, again, a lot of time left. 7 minutes left. And Tennessee can't afford to get ultra-conservative here. I mean, they've got to try to make a couple first downs and run some more clock, because this is a lot of time for Steve Spurrier and Rex Grossman in this Gator offense. Use the clock, milk as much as you can, but don't get conservative right now. Your game plan has worked so far. Don't stray from it.
2nd and 10. Stevens behind the block of Bartholomew, stopped at the 19-yard line. Andre Davis. The Rigid Tool Scholar Athlete Award for today's game goes to the University of Tennessee's number 96, John Finlayson. Rigid Tool's commitment to the investment of our future shown today by donating $1,000 to the University of Tennessee's General Scholarship Fund. Finlayson, a senior agricultural economics and business major with a 3.67 grade point average. 3rd and 11.
Tennessee 5 of 10 on 3rd down in the ball game tonight. But this is a long yardage situation.
Clausen gets the snap. Blitz throws it down low. The catch is made, but not enough for the first down.
Bobby Graham has had a nice game for Tennessee. He's been the inside slot receiver, and he's made some nice plays. Nice catch. Got the left hand underneath the football. He bobbled it a little bit, but he was able to get the left arm underneath the ball.
4th and 1, and for the first time tonight, we see Dustin Colquitt. Smokey's a little concerned.
And Dustin can't afford to have a bad kick here. I hope he's loose, because he needs to help his defense out with a good kick.
Leto Shepard back to return it. The lefty sails it high. Shepard at the 30.
Nice coverage.
Stop is made by Jabari Greer, a 46-yard punt, 3 on the return, and with exactly 5 to go in this scintillating encounter, the Gators, ranked number 2 in the land, get the ball back, trailing the 4th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers by 8. Tennessee jumped off to a 14-0 lead. There is a flag down, and apparent personal foul is going to be called against Tennessee.
Oh, boy. You get a good punt. Your defense has got momentum, and now you give the Gators the ball right about the 50-yard line. Bill Fulmer wants an explanation. A very, very costly penalty against the Volunteers.
1st and 10, Florida. Riche Caldwell in motion, gets the handoff. Here's the double reverse and the throw back to Gillespie. Not a lot of room. It only works to the 41. That one really didn't develop like they'd hoped.
Well, that's the play they called earlier, and Riche saw it wasn't going to work, and so he kept the ball. This time, and this is a dangerous play. I mean, you know, they're going to bring him in motion, give it to him, and then Gaffney's going to end up throwing it back to Gillespie. You got the ball changing hands 3 times, but watch Tennessee respond. The speed of their defense. Mark Jones with the play to keep it to a relatively short game.
2nd down and 1. Play action, Grossman. Almost picked off. There was contact with Gaffney and the defender Greer. No flag.
And that is 2 times that Jabari Greer has had a chance to make an interception. That one a little tougher than the earlier one he had. But 3 times the Tennessee defense has been in position to make a pick. You know, the thing I say all season, why some guys are defensive backs and other guys are wide receivers, they're just not used to making catches. And Jabari Greer knew he had a chance to slam the door right there.
3rd down 1 at the 42-yard line. They'll give it to Gillespie. He comes right. 1st down Florida at the 35. The clock with 4:10. And let's go back to Tim Brando in New York for this Oregon State-Oregon update.
Well, Oregon certainly looking for help. 2,204 yards, no touchdowns, and a fumble for Joey Heisman.
Grossman back. Here's the deep throw for Gaffney. That's up for grabs and incomplete. And a flag is down at the 40.
Yeah, we're going to have holding on Florida. Again, the pressure has been relentless. The pressure has just been relentless. I think we got Zach Zadelis with a hold right in the middle.
10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat 1st down.
Watch right here. Watch Zach Zadelis. He's got a man right over his head, and there goes the takedown. Got the arm underneath. Maybe could have got Rob Roberts as well.
8th penalty, 1st and 20.
But it's been the pressure. I mean, Tennessee has done what they needed to do. They have beaten them up front. Over 30 times they have gotten pressure on the quarterback.
And a 1st down 20 from the 45 now with 3:49 to go. Grossman, Riche Caldwell. Got the yardage back to the 30-yard line. A gain of 15. Andre Lott with the tackle. Tomorrow, Marcus Allen will sit down with Curtis Martin, the heart of the New York Jets. Is he headed to an MVP award? That and more tomorrow on the NFL Today. My goodness. 2nd down. Grossman comes right
Same
side.
play, other side.
Yes, it is. And Riche Caldwell has a Florida 1st down at the 23 with 3:08 to go.
And Steve Spurrier is the only coach in America that I ever see do that. He'll call the same play 2 times in a row if he doesn't think the defense will do a better job of stopping it. And a pretty good idea to let Rex Grossman get rid of the ball quick. You know, one of the things, the values of those quick screens is that the quarterback doesn't have to hold it and take a hit.
Now Brian Hagebrook, a 5th-year senior, is on the field, number 15, in a slot to the left.
What's set up too is they might throw a quick screen and let that guy throw it again.
1st and 10, Florida. Here comes the blitz. Grossman back. He goes for Gaffney, right side. Double coverage, tipped and incomplete.
Good coverage. Good coverage that time. Jabbar Gaffney, the go-to guy. That's Julian Battle, who's a tall defender. He's 6'3". He's a strong safety. He's in perfect position. And Jabbar Gaffney, all he can do is try to prevent the interception.
Grossman for the night, 47 throws, 29 completions, and about 115 hits.
Yeah.
He has been knocked around. 2nd down and 10. He's back. Little underneath pattern. Gillespie breaks the tackle and is down to the 15. That will bring up a 3rd down. Andre Lott thought he had him, number 30.
Had another hit to Rex Grossman. He took a good one on that one. But they set up the screen. I mean, that was designed to let people in and then jump it to the back, Gillespie. But watch Grossman take a hit at the end of the play again. He's been knocked on the ground more times tonight than I bet at least half the season combined, if not all the season.
Third down. Grossman, quick setup. Gaffney turns at the 10. First and goal, Florida, with 2:03 to go. And the Gators have one timeout left.
One-on-one coverage. It's a quick three-step drop, so he doesn't have to hold it long. And a lot of respect. Again, that's Julian Battle, who is really a strong safety out there against the best receiver for Florida, Jabbar Gaffney.
First and goal, Florida at the 7.
Watch the back of the end zone.
Caldwell to the right. Here's Grossman, pumps once for Caldwell, fires for Caldwell, makes the catch inbounds. The clock will continue to run at the 2.
Florida has one timeout. They have one timeout left, and we're at 1:35. So they don't need to use it right now, because one of the things you want to do is you don't want to let Tennessee have much time with the football if you do score and tie this game up. And remember, Florida needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Caldwell to the right. Perez in a slot to the right. Here's Grossman. Pump, fire, caught it. Touchdown, Florida. Carlos Perez. And now the try for 2.
Perez is right here. He's one of the least likely guys you'd expect, but he runs a nice zag right outside. He stopped like he was running a hook, and then he broke it outside, and Rex Grossman found him by the pylon.
Now the try for 2 in the tie. It's 34-32. And Florida will spread them out. This for the tie. Snap is back. Pressure. Fires it. Incomplete.
Credit the coverage. Excellent coverage in the end zone. Now remember, you don't have much depth to defend. So watch as this play unfolds. Nobody is going to be open for Rex Grossman. Nothing, 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 nothing. The only guy open was Gillespie on a dump-off, but Grossman didn't find him. And again, the pressure gets to him and forces the throw. And Tennessee's defense, the best play of the night.
70 seconds remaining in this one in the swamp. Timeout for the Exxon and Mobile scoring recap, and this one might take a while. Tennessee jumped on top by 14 points, then Florida fought back, got a touchdown from Grossman. This field goal from Chandler made it 14-10. Florida went on top when Gaffney got that score. Another field goal gave the Gators a 6-point halftime lead, but Travis Stevens has had a wonderful night. He scored a touchdown. Chandler came back. You still with us? Here's another touchdown, Tennessee. Another Chandler field goal. Then Jabari Davis gets a touchdown. And the last one, this was Carlos Perez. And the extra point try for 2 did not work.
Now Florida's going to try the onside kick, and if you're Tennessee, these front 10 guys, they have to go get the football. They can't be passive here. The front line maybe tries to block the Gators coming down. The back line needs to aggressively go and foul on the football. Catch the football first.
Now both Petrovich and Chandler are up at the ball. Which of the 2 kickoff men will kick this one? It'll be Petrovich. It bounces, and it is retained by Tennessee.
John Finlinson, the big blocking tight end, makes his most important catch of the season. The best thing he did here was go up high for the catch. Goes up and catches it at the top of its jump. For the season, Finlinson had 2 catches coming into the game tonight. He had 2 more tonight, but that one, the biggest catch he's ever made.
Florida can stop the clock just once. Here's Clausen, takes a knee. And with 1:01 remaining, the Gators call their final timeout. It has been 1971 when Tennessee last won here.
and they came in as nearly a 3-touchdown underdog. And you don't think that got under the skin of the Tennessee Volunteer coaches and players? They said, hey, wait a minute. We came in here playing for the SEC championship and a chance to play in the Rose Bowl, too.
Time has been called, but we'll be right back. 61 seconds to go. Second down. Florida cannot stop the clock. There's a flag on the near side of the field, so the clock will stop. Sometimes you got to be careful with the live mics. Offside.
5 yards, repeat, second down.
We didn't think it could get any crazier after last weekend. You know, with Nebraska losing to Colorado, Oklahoma losing to Oklahoma State. What does this mean? It means Tennessee, Oregon, and the winner of Texas and Colorado later on tonight is still alive, along with Nebraska, to face Miami in the Rose Bowl. Unbelievable season.
Final 45, winding down in the swamp, which is apparently on the cusp of being drained by the Volunteers. Casey Clausen.
What a job he did, managing the offense, keeping his composure, and Philip Fulmer, the monkey, is off his back.
Last time he walked off this field as a victor, he was an offensive guard. He's put on a couple of pounds since then. Steve Spurrier told us yesterday there is an enormous amount of respect between these two programs. And he heads out to shake Philip Fulmer's hands. And Jill Arrington is with Steve Spurrier. Jill?
Coach Spurrier, awful upset for you. What happened out here today?
Well, they ran it down our throat pretty good. We didn't stop the run, and we didn't run very well. And we didn't have a very good two-point play on. But we had to kick field goals. And when you kick a lot of field goals in a high-scoring game, sometimes you lose. That's sort of what happened.
All right, Coach, thank you. Vern?
All right, thank you, Jill. There's a touching moment. Philip Fulmer and his wife, the parents of 3 daughters, one of whom, the oldest, is here tonight. Rex Grossman, will this dash his Heisman hopes? Travis Stevens, a career-high 226 yards tonight, coming on only 19 rushes. Let's go back to Jill Arrington, who is with Philip Fulmer.
Coach Fulmer, you smell like Gatorade. A huge win for you. Where does this rank amongst your amazing wins at Tennessee?
Well, it certainly has to be right up there with the best of them. You know, I am so proud of this football team. I kept telling them we haven't played our best football, and I think there in the second half we played our best football. And this team's been through a lot this year, but by gosh, now we've got a chance to go represent the East, and you know, who knows what's next. We've got to enjoy the heck out of this tonight, certainly, but get our feet back on the ground and be ready to go again.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Vern.
Our congratulations to the Tennessee Volunteers and Philip Fulmer. We will see them in Atlanta next Saturday night. Tennessee comes in as 18-point underdogs and knocks off the second-ranked Florida Gators. First win here in 30 years. Tonight on CBS. We'll begin with Rugrats, and then Rugrats again, followed by, ironically, Touched by an Angel, and then The District. That's the compelling lineup tonight on CBS. Well, we trust you enjoyed it. Terrific game for Casey Clausen, Travis Stevens, the Tennessee Volunteers. For Jill Arrington, Todd Blackledge, I'm Vern Lundquist saying goodbye from the swamp in Gainesville, where Tennessee has emerged victorious. See you next Saturday night, everybody.